students, today we will discuss multiplier or investment multiplier. Multiplier. First we will discuss the meaning of multiplier, relationship between MPC and multiplier, and then limits of multiplier and types of multiplier. Multiplier defines the relationship between investment and income, such that if there is increase in investment, how much will be increase in investment? तो पंजाबी ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਪਰਿਵਰਤਨ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ ਕੁਝ ਵੱਧਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਆਮਦਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਬਦਲਾਅ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਆਮਦਨ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵੱਧਦੀ ਹੈ। Multiplier is defined by word K such that if there is change in investment, what will be the change on income? Also, in multiplier, what we see is we can see the change in income when we multiply change in investment with K. This is the relation between multiplier and MPC. MPC is marginal propensity to consume. First, we should know what is marginal propensity to consume. In Punjabi, ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ उपभोग ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਵਿਰਤੀ. It means that how much part of our income or what part of our income is consumed. Propensity to consume is of two types. First is APC. So this is consumption divided by investment. Second is marginal propensity to consume MPC. This is delta C divided by delta Y. Now we see the relation between multiplier and MPC. So that we can explain through this identity. K is equal to delta Y divided by delta I. Income is divided into two parts, that is Y is equal to C plus I. Multiplying both sides by delta, we get delta Y is equal to delta C plus delta I. Or we can write it like this, delta I is equal to delta Y minus delta C. So this we can put in this equation, that is K is equal to delta Y divided by delta I. Then what we get is K is equal to delta Y over delta Y minus delta C. Now what we do is dividing both lower and upper side by delta Y. What we get is delta Y divided by delta Y, and then delta Y divided by delta Y minus delta C divided by delta Y. Now what we get is here 1 and 1, and we can write this as 1 over 1 minus delta C over delta Y. MPC is equal to delta C divided by delta Y. So putting delta C over delta Y here, what we get is 1 over 1 minus MPC. Limits of multiplier. By limits of multiplier, we mean that how big and small multiplier can be. So this we can know from this formula, 1 over 1 minus MPC. So first we assume that if MPC is equal to 0, then we put 0 in this identity. 1 minus MPC is equal to 1. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. And second, now we assume if MPC is equal to 1, it means that we consume whole of our income. So what we do is 1 minus 1, 1 over 0 and infinity. So the multiplier always varies between 1 and infinity. Now we see the types of multiplier. Multiplier is of two types. One is static multiplier. Another one is dynamic multiplier. In static multiplier, the income propagation process is absent. While in dynamic multiplier, the whole income propagation process is present and is clearly shown. So first we do static multiplier with the help of diagram. On OY axis we show expenditure. On OX axis we show income. AS is aggregate supply curve, which is constructed at 45-degree angle. This is aggregate demand in which C plus I. Now we increase investment, or we bring about change in investment equal to delta I. With change in investment, the aggregate demand curve shifts upward, that is AD1 is equal to C plus I plus delta I. So this is shift in aggregate demand curve. The first equilibrium is at point E, where AD cuts AS and income level is at OY level. With increase in investment equal to delta I, the aggregate demand curve AD1 shifts upward and new equilibrium is established at point E1 and income increases to Y1. With increase in investment delta I, there is change in income equal to delta Y. Static multiplier is of two types. One is forward action of the multiplier. Second is backward action of the multiplier. So this, what we have shown, is forward action of the multiplier. So what is forward action of the multiplier? In which with increase in investment, there is increase in income. So forward action of the multiplier is increase in income from Y to Y1. So now we see backward action of the multiplier. So again, on OY axis we show expenditure, on OX axis we show income. This is aggregate supply curve, which is constructed at 45-degree angle. So now our aggregate demand curve C plus I cuts aggregate supply curve at point E, and income is OY. Now there is decrease in investment equal to delta I, or disinvestment. So with decrease in investment, the aggregate demand curve AD1 shifts downward and there is increase in income to Y1. So with disinvestment equal to delta I, there is decrease in income from OY to OY1. This is backward action of the multiplier. Dynamic multiplier. The whole income propagation process is shown. So we will show income propagation process with the help of table. First we will assume MPC is equal to 0.5. So from MPC equal to 0.5, we can know about the size of multiplier through this formula 1 over 1 minus MPC. So when we put MPC is equal to 0.5, we get 2, which is size of multiplier. So now we show the income propagation process through table. So in first column, we show rounds. Second column shows change in investment. Third column shows change in income, while change in consumption is reflected by fourth column, and change in saving is shown along fifth column. In first round, we inject investment equal to 100. This 100 can be equal to 100 crore, $100, or it can be 10. So with this 100 investment, income is 100, and because MPC is 0.5, so this 100 is equally split between consumption and saving. In second round, the consumption of first round becomes the income of second round, and it is equally split between consumption and saving. In third round, again, consumption of second round is income of third round, that is 25, and it is equally split as 12.5 and 12.5 between consumption and saving. In fourth round, again, consumption of third round is income of fourth round, and this is equally split as 6.12 and 6.12 between consumption and saving. Similarly, after multiple rounds of income propagation process, when we see the change in income, it is equal to 200, or when we aggregate change in income, it will be equal to 200, which will be equally split between consumption, that is 100, and saving 100. The dynamic multiplier can also be shown with the help of diagram, or we can show the income propagation process with the help of diagram. On OY axis, we show expenditure, while OX axis reflects income. AS is aggregate supply curve, which is constructed at 45-degree angle. AD is aggregate demand curve, which is equal to C plus I. The equilibrium is established at point E, where AD cuts AS and income is O1. Now with change in investment equal to delta I, aggregate demand shifts upward, that is AD1 is equal to C plus I plus delta I. Now we show the income propagation process. So first, the income is OY, then in second round, the income will be OY1, and in third round, income will be OY2, and finally, after multiple rounds, the income will be YN. This movement between OY1 and YN shows income propagation process, and new equilibrium is established at point E1 and income is YN. So from OY to YN, it shows income propagation process.